So, Shakur Stevenson. Only reason I got the camera facing this way is because of the light. I ain't got the little, the LED lights that they be having for YouTube. I don't have that yet, you dig? But man, make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to my channel. I got a lot of great content coming y'all way. God is my witness. Okay, that's the deal. So Shakur Stevenson, right? I want to touch on this one real quick. He just dropped a tweet saying that, and I'm paraphrasing, but he's basically saying that, to be great, you have to take risks, end quote. And I find that highly interesting with Shakur Stevenson because, bro, you had hot dice in your hand, you feel me? And you tossed them to your right instead of throwing them out there. Aiming for that 7 or 11 on you. Come out, you dig? You had a shot at undisputed, you feel me? And you let somebody else blow the dice for you. And then you ain't even throw them on the board, dog. You relinquish your shot at undisputed. You basically gave up your role after you blew the dice, after you had somebody else blow the dice for you. Do y'all understand what I'm saying to you? When it comes to, and bro, listen, bro. I like Shakur Stevenson, dog. I like the dude talent, bro. I think that Shakur Stevenson is going to be one of the great ones, especially in this generation. I know this. Y'all know this. Everybody in the boxing world knows this, okay? But at the same time, bro, this dude, he's got Bob Arum as his boss, all right? We know how Bob Arum get down, okay? Now, he also dropped a tweet today making the suggestion that he's signing a contract to fight somebody, okay? Now, through a short list of possibilities, we can kind of pinpoint on who it could be, all right? It's not going to be William Cepeda because Cepeda ducked him. We'll give him credit on that one. It's not Javante Tank Davis or Pitbull Cruz because they're supposed to be fighting each other. Got another one coming for that, right? We've been deduced and reduced that. We called that 8 months ago, okay? But that leaves only one person, possibly, and that's Frank Martin. Why am I saying this? Y'all already know. Keyshawn Davis said that he wanted to, scrap it out with him, but his homie, who else is his homie at 135? Shakur Stevenson is going to get to him first, right? That's what Keyshawn Davis said. So, with that being said, right, is this really a risk for Shakur Stevenson? Let's deduce and reduce this one, okay? Now, you got about 12 hands in your cookie jar, all right? Jay Prince and Bob Arum each got one hand pushing you up, and they got the other hand in your back pocket. All right? So with that being said, okay, there was crystal clear of that when you didn't take on the risk of everything, the ultimate risk, the risk that would have gotten everything for you. All right? Your first shot at undisputed, like in 135, just like your homeboy Terrence Bud Crawford did. Now look at all the glory that Terrence Bud Crawford has, bro. This man is on CBS, morning TV show. He's making his rounds on Joe Rogan. He's all over the circuit board because he took a risk to become 2-time undisputed. You relinquished your risk. Now you're fighting somebody, right, who is just a ranked opponent who don't even have a title, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't understand what's going on with Haney in the WBC at 140. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about they got rid of the franchise title. I don't get what's going on. If Haney moving up to 140, you know what I'm saying? In my humble opinion, you feel me? I think that it's just from what I know, it just makes sense for him to relinquish the belts. But if he in boss status and he controlling his career like a boss is supposed to, and he's pulling strings and he's telling them people, look here, I'm keeping my belts. About to go up here to 140, knock off Prograde, take his belt, potentially. And then I'm going to come back down and take care of Shakur Stevenson later. Right? That's what bosses do. They make their own rules. And the rules that's put on the table, they're going to make sure that they get bent. Right? Shakur Stevenson is in the, bro, he in the worst position at 135 out of all of them. It's because, what is this going to be, Shakur? Is it going to be a pay-per-view event? Your first pay-per-view event? Frank Martin, do you think you got more in your tank to produce more than 150,000 pay-per-view buys like your nemesis, your arch rival Devin Haney does, the undisputed champion? Huh? You think you're going to pull over 150,000 pay-per-view buys fighting Frank Martin? Huh? Do you think so? But that goes to show you, see, the person that's actually winning this one, right? The negotiations is Errol Spence and Frank Martin. Now, Errol Spence got that dough now. He got the $30 million bag to pull strings, to go to sanctioning bodies, and make some moves for his fighter. So that's telling you that Errol Spence might be considering retiring if he's pushing the buttons to put Frank Martin in the ring with Shakur Stevenson, bossing up as a promoter. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? To own your own promotional company, so you be able to put leverage and get your fighters to fight off a margin. You feel me? And you the one who win in the end. Just like Devin Haney when he took his risk to go to Australia twice to put himself in a position where he can have these glorious moments with the WBC, and then put you in a position where you think taking your risk is actually outdoing the risk that Haney took for undisputed. So again, I could go on, bro. I'm telling you, I'm about to start going live and direct. Y'all need to make sure y'all tap in, smash both of the little things, stay plugged in with me. You feel me? Because I'm going to walk you down this hall and smoking mirrors. You dig? Now, with all that being said, I like Shakur. I think that Shakur Stevenson is going to beat Frank Martin. I'll put bread on Shakur Stevenson. I want to see Shakur Stevenson win. But I also want him to live up his word, so his word don't backfire in his face like it did with Errol Spence. Now, Spence kept his word, and he get all the glory. I'm not knocking Spence. What I'm saying is, bro, you talking about taking risks. The only risk that's worth taking is shaking the dice, blowing the dice, and taking your shot at undisputed, bro. That's the only one that makes all the sense, because you get all the glory, you get all the money, you get all the leverage, you get everything working in your favor, right? From the top down, okay? Then you got more bread to work with, because you got how many hands in your back pocket? You got at least 20 in them. So just think about it, bro.